Good morning and welcome everyone to a very special edition of the First Family of Las Vegas's daily free winner show, brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, Sports Memo. We have a great show, an all-star show. We have a special show today, guys. It is Thursday college football, a nice slate tonight and through the weekend, through Monday, actually. We got some great college football free plays for you. We got some baseball free plays. We have an all-star panel. Let's bring on this good-looking cast. No, it's not a dating site. It is a sports betting site, but I can see how you're going to make that mistake. Guys, Jeff Michaels, a.k.a. JM Sports, Dan Kaiser, a.k.a. Oh Danny Boy, and Nick Parsons, a.k.a. The Insider's Room. Let's start with Jeff Michaels. Good morning, Jeff. How are you today, buddy?
Good. I'm great. How are you guys doing today for your first live show?
We are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We're very excited about this show today. We're just, we're going. This is
we're on 2 pots of coffee.
Yeah, we're on 2 pots of coffee. We got up at midnight last night because we have this show and another show later. I'm going to tell everybody about, but we're very excited about this. Let me say good morning to one of the newest additions to the Sports Memo family, and he really is doing some great work. Dan Kaiser. Good morning, Dan. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Yeah, well, I'm going to be in Vegas next week, and I could use a date, so there's that going for you.
A date?
All right.
Well, he said it's a dating show, so.
Listen, I will tell you this. Just don't be like Jeff. The last time he came to town, he asked me to get him a midget. That's all I want to say. I don't want to get involved, but he's asked me if I knew any midgets. That's all I'm saying. All right. My good buddy, Nick Parsons, who he really hit the ground running over at Sports Memo. He's another new addition, but we're proud to have him. Nick, how are you today, buddy?
Doing fantastic. Yeah, no, pumped to be a part of this historic show here today.
Absolutely. We're very excited. Now, guys, real quick, for those of you that are new to this show, there's no way we'll start a show without doing what I normally do. Good morning, honey.
Good morning. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. I get to wake up every morning with the love of my life. And also we get to both do what we love to do and do what we were born to do, is pick winners. Everybody knows we're the first family of Las Vegas in the history of this business. There's never been a husband and wife team, let alone one as successful as we are. So we're very excited about that. We have a couple of announcements for everyone. Before we get on any free winners for today's card, this is an exciting show. As I mentioned, we're live for the first time ever. And contrary to popular opinion, our producer, Chris, who's probably watching the show right now, I am wearing pants today. That is true.
Are you sure?
You son of a... Does anybody know a good divorce lawyer? I can't believe you did that. You son of... She knew I scripted that. Oh, I love you guys. This is why I love her so much. But we did want to go live, guys, for a couple of major reasons. First of all, this is the longest running show on the Sports Memo TV brand, and we've got a nice following, but we want to give you more of a shelf life because we do give out games for today's action straight through the next few days. But for the games that we give out for that day's action, we want to give you more of a shelf life. Get a hold of these big winners, take advantage of them before the masses, excuse me, find out what this crew has, because they're documented sports betting cappers here. They're all leaderboard fixtures.
And it's if we have an early game that's going out, we want you to be able to get on that right away. We want you to be able to
take advantage of it before certain line movements. And with football upon us now, those lines, the difference between winning and losing is a half a point. The difference in baseball between 20, 30 cents really adds up. It may not give you value. So we want to make sure we get it to you as early as possible. Second reason, and really the most important, is we have so many wonderful fans out there, viewers that tune in every day, and they make comments on the Sports Memo YouTube channel. We want to come at you live, so we want to see. Oh wow, look at this! Look at this. We've already got people asking in, and this is what I'm talking about. Rye Cape, Dan and Nick, let's cash some tickets. Lincoln Horton says, "Yo, hey guys, good morning, welcome." So we want to hear your things, and if you guys have any questions for our cappers throughout the show, I'll try to take as many as I can and get them answered for you. We're going to do the best we can. This is our first show, so bear with me. I'm like an airline pilot here, flying for the first time. I'm coordinating the show. I'm hosting. I'm not wearing pants. As long
as
what's going on?
What the two airline pilots did in just recently, where they were fist fighting in the cockpit. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah.
Dionne and I did have a fist fight yesterday. If you know, 6-degree black belt, 94-0 in the boxing ring, 3-time Gold Glove champ. I had it with a wrap the whole day because she hit me. She actually hit me. Tough little son of a gun, but I love her. Guys, let me go into a couple of more things. First of all, we need your help. We want to hit the milestone over at the Sports Channel YouTube channel of 10,000 subscribers. We can't do it without you hitting that subscribe button. I will do tell you this, though. Our fall content here on the Sports Channel TV channel is unrivaled. We're going to revolutionize the sports betting industry video-wise. You're not going to want to miss any of our content. And I will tell you, when you do hit the subscribe button, you get an alert every time one of our shows come on. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let us hit our goal of 10,000 viewers during football. We can't do it without your help. We've got a couple of things we want to tell you about this afternoon. We have our first college football forecast show. Dionne D'Amico, the first lady of Las Vegas. Dr. Chuck is making a house call. Kevin Thomas, KT, he's going to join me, and we're going to get out a ton of free winners and amazing sports betting insights. Tune in at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Next, guys, next week, our football content becomes even more complete. We will have 2 big shows, the college and pro football forecast. So next Thursday, the college football, next Friday, and every Friday thereafter. NFL, we're very excited about that. Tomorrow, our good buddy Jeff Michaels, man, we make history. We make history at Sports Channel every day. The first family show, making history today. It's the first live show we're doing. And then we make history every Friday. Last Friday, it's the Family Affair show. Ralph and Jeff Michaels, father and son, Dionne and Joe D'Amico, husband and wife, or wife and husband, are the first time the 4 family members are on the same show. We had record numbers for our channel. I can't tell you. Thank you. Tomorrow morning, the 4 family members get together again. And we've got some new features we're going to be doing that are very, very exciting. So tune into that. We're going to have a lot of fun. We have 4 different personalities. And like any family that sits at a dinner table, we have a lot of fun. I'll just put it that way. But you're going to get some great content. Other than that, on that show, you tune in. Ralph came up with a great concept, as he does so many times. I wager talking sports memo. You do a chance for our viewers to receive free wager bucks. So tune in for that. Dionne has a few announcements she'd like to make. Then we're going to get into free plays right away. Dionne, take it away.
That's right. So we have a special going on right now for any capper that's on the first family show. You can get a 7-day all access for just $59. That's the same price as a 3-day package. All you have to do is use code FORECAST7 upon checkout. 7 days for $59.
You're going to see that discount scroll across the bottom of your screen the entire show. You don't want to miss this. I got to tell you, you're going to get 7 days for less than $9 a day. Mm-hmm. It is off the charts. And with this time of year, where guys here, cappers, I don't say guys, our cappers here at Sports Memo, they do WNBA, they do MLB, soccer. They do college and pro football, they do soccer, they do golf, you tennis. Name it, they're getting it out there. So you are really going to get bang for your buck. And trust me, any one of our documented cappers, leaderboard fixtures over at Sports Memo, will make you money. You'll come back for a longer stay. See, the phones are already ringing off, dog. See what I'm saying? All right, guys. Without any further ado, we've got some free plays going on for today and through the weekend for everyone out there. Let's go to the first lady of Las Vegas, guys. She's all over the WNBA, MLB, and finished one of the top cappers at Sports Memo in NFL preseason. And last year, number 2 at Sports Memo in college football. She's got some stuff she's excited about on the premium side, and she's got a big free winner for you for tonight's college football card. Dionne, take it away.
Thank you. All I got to say is I am excited that football is back. I am super excited about that. As Joey did mention, I did finish last season number 2 in college football and number 2 in NFL preseason at 6-1-1 this year. I will have all of my college football plays posted by tonight for the next couple of days. But as far as today goes, I did pass on premium plays. And just remember, I am here to give you winners, not action. So I did pass on all of the plays today.
I love that. I respect that so much.
Thank you.
I really do.
Yeah, I want to make sure that I give you guys quality plays where you're going to make some money. And I myself was not in love with some of the games today. So I thought I would just pass for today, make sure I come back tomorrow and the next day with some big winners for everybody.
Sports fans, real quick, something Dionne and I, we practice what we preach. If we are not betting a game, we're not going to put out a game. We don't gamble with your money. We're certainly not going to gamble with our money. We don't gamble with your money either. So we're not here just to give you half-ass plays. We want to give you the best quality plays, the highest percentage plays that we feel are going to get you a return. Not every game gets you a return. I want to be very transparent about it. We don't go 100%. Anybody that tells you, they're full of bunk. I will tell you, we're not here to give you action. We're here to give you winners. Dionne, I respect the hell out of that.
Thank you.
You got a free play for everybody.
I do. So my free play today kicks off at 4:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in college football between West Virginia and Pittsburgh. I don't know about all you guys, but as a big sports fan, I am a sucker for tradition. And I am glad to see the backyard brawl is back. It's been 11 years since West Virginia and Pitt have seen one another, but this game will mark the 105th edition of the backyard brawl. The Panthers own a 61-40-3 record in the rivalry between the Mountaineers. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Though the Mountaineers won each of the last 3 meetings between these two programs between 2009 and 2011. Kenny Pickett moved on from Pitt across town to join the Steelers. However, don't feel too bad for their offense, as quarterback Keaton Slovis was a more highly touted prospect. He had 58 touchdowns with over 7,500 yards passing at USC. Not to mention that he is loaded with playmaking wideouts here. Oh, by the way, he also has a great ground attack, returning from last season's 11-3 squad that went on to win the ACC. An interesting side note for everybody about this matchup. JT Daniels is now at the helm of West Virginia. If you recall, Slovis took over for the injured Daniels for the Trojans back in 2019. The Mountaineers had to replenish a couple of big names defensively, particularly in their secondary. This will be a big test for them coming out of the gate. I'm sorry. West Virginia is 2-5 against the spread the last 7 versus the ACC, and 1-4 against the spread the last 5 on the road. Pitt is 9-4 against the spread the last 13 non-conference games, and 11-4 against the spread the last 15 games overall. Currently, right now, the line is 7.5. I prefer a 7, but I still do like this game, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Panthers.
The first lady lost a good breakdown. First lady Las Vegas killing it. Documented leaderboard. Fixture at Sports Memo, multiple sports, number 2 in college football this year. Says the Pitt Panthers. By the way, don't blame her for getting a little tongue-tied. I'm really not wearing pants. I threw it up for a game today, guys. Guys, go follow Dionne after the show. This great 7-day discount, $59. Forecast 7. Follow Dionne. You're going to follow her to the bank. Let's bring the rest of our cast on again. Don't go anywhere, sports fans. We have a ton more free content for you. And like I said, we're live for the first time. I'm trying to, talk to some of our viewers out there, and everybody's got great things to say.
Great.
We really appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Anybody's got any questions for our panel, please give it away. So let's go to our next guest. Guys, we like to have fun with Jeff Michaels, because a while ago, during my birthday, he asked me how old I was back on July 1st. I said, I am 53. He's, wow, you're a lot older than me. You're more than twice my age. So Jeff likes to have a little bit of fun with us. We like to have fun with Jeff.
Had to dig that
he had to dig that in there, that young son of a gun. Anyway, I will tell you, though, we have a lot of fun with Jeff, but he's an amazing capper, and you see his name all over the Sports Memo leaderboards. And I am honored to do quite a few shows with Jeff. He may be young. I'll throw that at one at you. He may be young, but his knowledge during the baseball season was amazing. It astounded me and quite a few of the other old whippersnappers here on the show. Jeff, and you know what? Over the last few weeks, like he's been talking about college and pro football, he's taking it to another level. We really love that. Jeff is doing some great work at Sports Memo. He's going to tell you about some premium plays that he's very excited about tonight and over the next few days, maybe over the weekend in college football, mostly college and pro football, college football. And then he's got another free play winner for you on the diamond today. Jeff, the floor is yours, buddy.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. The whippersnappers have to learn from somewhere, I guess, right? But, guys, I got a big one up on the premium site today. I got a 3-for-1 pack for you. I've been running my triple play every once in a while. It gives you my top sides, my top total, and my top prop action from today. And you got all 3 of those up there for under $20 on the diamond today. And I did have the honor of being $2 Tuesday as we lead into week 1 of the college football card. And my $2 Tuesday pick was a 5-star college football play for week 1. And that's still up and available for you to get before Saturday. But as far as today goes, I'm bringing you my free play from the diamond today. And this goes to show you can have a heart when it comes to sports, but you bet with your head when it comes to sports. And I'm going with the Orioles tonight on the run line, taking on Cleveland and Shane Bieber. I mean, Baltimore puts Bradish on the mound tonight. He's dominated the run line this season. He's 12-4 in his 16 starts. That's a 6-1 record on the road, and he's 3-0 on the run line in his last 3 outings. While Bieber's put up a 1.77 ERA in his last 3 starts, but his lack of run supports resulted in just a 1-2 record on the run line in those 3. Bieber's just 2-4 on the run line as a favorite after taking a win against the same opponent in their previous meetings. But the 6 games that he's had this opportunity are against teams he arguably should have been able to handle, taking on Kansas City, Minnesota, Detroit, and Baltimore, with Detroit and Minnesota, I believe, being twice apiece. And he only posted that 2-4 record. And we've talked all year how Baltimore's dominated this run line. And I'm backing it again against Bieber. Cleveland's just 2-4 in their last 6. And Baltimore just has an endless stat line of impressive run line performances all year. They're 45-19 on the run line against teams over 500 this year. They're 20-9 versus starting pitchers that allow a half a home run or less per start. And they're 15-6 as a dog against starting pitchers that have an ERA under 3.5 and a WHIP under 1.1. Not to mention, since the second half of the year has started, they're 38-14 on the run line overall. You know, I think a lot of people were waiting for this Baltimore train to kind of crash and burn as we hit the end of the season. But there's no question they've been one of the most consistent teams on the run line all year. And I don't care if it's Bieber on the mound. I'm taking Baltimore tonight to cover this one against Cleveland.
Sports fans, Jeff Michaels, a.k.a. JM Sports, says, go against Shane. Don't call me Justin Bieber. Great stuff, Jeff. Great breakdown as usual. And by the way, I was a little distracted because I was actually watching you live on my phone on the Twitter channel. I love technology, don't you? It's just amazing stuff. My dogs are getting excited. For those of you that are new here, we have 4 crazy dogs all named after gambling: Dice, Teaser, Pie Gout, and Keno. They're going crazy. They love Jeff's voice. They do this every morning when Jeff is on the show. Jeff, great stuff, great analysis. I told you, sports fans, the guy's knowledge is just unrivaled. We love you, Jeff. He is a leaderboard fixture at Sports Memo. After the show, take advantage of this forecast 7 days, $59, Jeff Michaels. He's going to stick around to the end of the show because we're going to run down the free plays. We got a couple more announcements after we give you more free content. Now, I'm very excited about Nick Parsons. You know, when I knew of Nick before he came to Sports Memo, I know a lot of you did too. You've been following for years. And I knew of his reputation and how good he was. But I actually went back when I knew I was going to work with him. I like to do my due diligence and find out how people's records and you know, their angles and stuff. And Nick is one of the most respected guys, and numbers don't lie, guys. Listen, when I had hair, I used to tell people I was 5'10". Now I can't even get away with 5'8". So numbers don't lie. And I got to tell you, Nick Parsons' numbers are some of the best in this industry for years now. And he hit the ground running at Sports Memo. He's doing some great work over at Sports Memo. He's going to tell you about some things he's excited about on the premium side that he's going to sell, that he's got for sale over at Sports Memo. And then he's got a nice reward of college football for you. Nick, welcome. We love you. The floor is yours.
No, thanks for having me. I love Sports Memo as well. And I mean, look at the leaderboards, Joe. You guys, you and Dionne, you guys are always on the top of the leaderboards, the first family. So, hey, I love being on this first family show, the first live one here for sure. And so, yeah, on the premium side, guys, last year I finished the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl on a 9-1 run. And so I take that over into the regular season. I already have a play on the opening night total. And then I also have already 12 plays in college football posted for week 1. So guys, a huge card already posted, ready to go. Go check that out. You take advantage of the subscription deals that Dionne was speaking about earlier. I mean, this is custom made for that. A lot of picks for a really low price. But guys, let's get into this free pick here. And I am going to suggest a play on Hawaii. Last week, you guys, I had a play on Hawaii and I lost. I went 1-1 in week 0. I also had a play on Illinois. It was a 13.5 point favorite. It won huge. But yeah, I lost with Hawaii. I live on the West Coast. I get up really early. And so I actually went to bed when Hawaii was up 7-0. And I didn't see until later, until like midnight when I went to the washroom, the complete beatdown destruction there. But now, Western Kentucky, it was also in action in week 0. It beat Austin Peay by a score of 38-27. So it didn't even come close to covering the 32.5 point spread. So both of these teams lost terribly against the spread in week 0. So what can we expect here in Hawaii in week 1? Now, last weekend, the Hilltoppers were led by Austin Reed. He had 280 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. David Davis and Malaki Corley, they combined for 185 receiving yards. But yeah, despite last weekend's loss, the Rainbow Warriors, they've still won 4 of their last 7 home games. One bright spot for them last week was Dedrick Parson. He had a 35-yard touchdown run for Hawaii, but he was pretty much the lone bright spot in the humbling 63-10 beatdown loss there. Braden Schauger and Joey Yellen, they split time under center. Schauger, he was 18-35 for 161 yards. Yellen went 10 of 20 for 89 yards. Hawaii did manage 105 yards on the ground, but here facing Western Kentucky, I think they can improve on all of those stats. And I don't know, many could be asking after that, blowout loss, how could anyone take Hawaii here? But I do like Hawaii here. I think that there's an overreaction to that blowout loss. I don't think the Hilltoppers are nearly as good as Vanderbilt. I mean, they absolutely struggled to put away Austin Peay last weekend. I'm not going to. So I think Hawaii bounces back here. I'm not going to call for an outright win or anything like that, Joe. But with getting more than 2 touchdowns worth of points, I do think that Hawaii will put up a much better fight here. And sneak in comfortably through the back door down the stretch.
There you go. I love it. I love it, guys. Did I tell you how great our panel was? Nick Parsons, Hawaii, plus the 16. We had quite a few comments that I put up while Nick was talking. People love you, Nick. It is amazing. Go after the show. Follow Nick Sports Memo. Use discount. Use any one of the tons of customer service appreciation discount Sports Memo has to offer, because we are unrivaled in customer service. There was no one out there like Sports Memo. Great stuff, Nick. We love you. We love you. Just great stuff. Guys, I want to tell you the diversity that we have over at Sports Memo is just amazing. We have a capper or cappers tailor-made for every one of you out there. All right. I'm not sales pitch. I'm telling you the truth. You don't believe me? Go and look. All right. No one here is a cookie cutout of anyone else, but yet numbers don't lie. Like I said earlier, it's documented winners, every darn one of us. And Nick is right there with us. And our next guest, who is probably the newest addition to the Sports Memo family. I know of Dan Kaiser for many years. He's done great work on other brands. We're lucky to have them on this brand now. But prior to Dan Kaiser coming aboard a few weeks ago, we did a couple shows. Now I love his point of view. One of the most knowledgeable minds in college football sports betting there is, period. Now, don't get me wrong, very good in the NFL. But when it comes to college football, I myself, that I'm documented for 17 years, more number ones, blah, blah, blah. I've got to tell you, I sit back and I listen to Dan in awe, because his knowledge in college football is off the charts. I will tell you this. So having said that, Dan Kaiser is going to tell you about what he's excited about over the weekend in college football on the premium side at Sports Memo. And he's got a free winner for you. Dan, we love that you're here on our first live show. Take it away. The floor is yours.
Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I think on the first show I ever did with you, I laid down the challenge and said I was coming for your guys' college football crown. And I figured I had to start out strong. So I did start out strong. Week 0, I went 3-0. Thank you, Scott Frost. And to be honest, I'm loving this card even more. I have a 10% play up for this weekend's college football, or a 5% play up also, and a couple 3% plays, including another total. And I'm not done yet, as I'm looking at and hammering out a couple other plays. I don't think I'm going to hit Nick Parsons' 12 plays, but I'm going to have enough plays up there to keep you excited. Yeah, so I'm looking at the North Carolina Appalachian State game. I'm looking at the total. North Carolina came away with a win in week 0 over a Florida A&M team. They answered some questions, but left us with some more questions that weren't answered, as they were unable to put away a depleted FAMU team that lost like 23 players the day before the game due to academic concerns. And they're facing this Appalachian State team that's coming off a 10-win season and return their starting quarterback. As I said, one question that did answer was, can you replace Sam Howell? And that answer was a resounding yes. As Drake May threw for 294 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. He threw for 3 touchdowns in the first half, and last year Sam Howell didn't have 3 touchdowns and a half in any game that the whole season. They also rushed for 314 yards. But the big question left after that game was their defense. They brought in Gene Chizik to shore up that defense, and he's still got work to do, as they allowed 24 points and 335 yards to Florida A&M. As I said, Appalachian State won 10 games last season. They averaged 34.5 points a game and 442 yards. They allowed 22.1 points a game and 334 yards a game. They returned their quarterback who threw for over 3,000 yards and had 27 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. They lost the majority of the receiver production and many key defense players on their defense. But just looking at the trends, the over 6-2 in the Tar Heels' last 8 games overall, 5-6 in the last non-conference games. The Mountaineers have gone over 5 of their last 7 non-conference games and 10 of the last 14 games played in September. I just look at this game. The North Carolina defense has a lot to prove, but until they do, I have to go by what I've seen so far, and they're not that great. I can see both teams easily getting in the 30s. I predict one of these teams will probably get in the 40s, so I'm taking this game over the 55.5.
Sports fans, Dan Kaiser, who is off to a 3-0 start in college football. That's documented over at Sports Home. Says over 55.5 North Carolina Appalachian State. Great stuff, guys. Did I lie or did I lie? Was I telling you the truth or what? Dan is one of the smartest guys in college football, but we're lucky to have him because he contributes to all sports and he's doing some great work on Sports Home. Follow him after the show. You're going to follow him to the bank. Guys, it's time to lower the volume on your computer, your PC, your tablets, your phones, because Joey D's got the floor. And I'm excited. I'm so excited. I don't need a Viagra, Jeff. There you go. Us old guys, we don't need Viagras all the time. Let me take the floor real quick. Jeff, Dan, and Nick will all be back in a second. Now, guys, I do want to tell you real quick, it is a sad day, but not that sad. I want to thank all of you viewers out there. You know, this year, 2022, up until last night, I was 14-0 on 10-unit plays. I dropped my first 10-unit last night, but I want to tell you guys, there's another famous Joe D. You might have heard of him, Joe D'Amico. 56-game winning streak, made out, did not get a hit in the game. Guess what he did? Went another 16 games, hitting streak right after that. And trust me when I tell you, I may have a 10% play this weekend. And if I do, you jump on that. You bet the farm, the house, bet the kids college. They weren't going to do well in college anyway. Their tuition doesn't matter. Let them pay for their own college because I'm here to make you money. And I'm going to go back on another run. 14-1 is not a bad record.
Not at all.
On your biggest plays, 14-1. So, guys, now let me start by this because you know I hate to blow my own horn. By the way, here in Vegas, you got to pay extra for that. Anyway, I'm going to pay for that one. Over the last 17 years, I'm documented 13 top 3 finishes and more number 1 finishes in college football than any 3 guys in the business combined. Numbers don't lie. I love the numbers. This season, I'm gunning for another college football handicapping title, and I will settle for nothing less than that. As I work with some of the biggest money-moving crews in the business, and that's where I make a lot of my money, guys, because I have a lot of friends here in Vegas and throughout the country and even in the islands that move lines. And I work with them to find out what lines they're going to move and when they're going to move it. And that's why I'm so successful in college and pro football. College and pro basketball, too, because we find out a half a point, big difference, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points off of hot numbers. That is where my advantage lies. And that's where you're going to get my advantage when you work with me. So just want to tell you, the best big game hunter on the planet this weekend is going to hunt, stalk, and kill your books in college football. There'll be a few plays going up tonight. I don't have anything to tell you. Now, I will tell you, my baseball's been great. It's been absolutely great. Yesterday, I went 1-2 my first losing day, and as far back as I can remember. I dropped the unit. Okay, it happens. I am transparent about it. You know why? Because losers motivate me, and they piss me off to win. So having said all that, I'm really babbling. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about the show today. But I will have my college football plays up later this afternoon, evening. I will promise you that. So you go over to Sports Memo tonight. You follow me. You're going to follow me to the bank. Now, as far as today's free play goes, I'm excited, guys. All right, let's talk Penn State football. Penn State travels to Ross-Ade Stadium to take on Purdue. Sports fans, PSU opened last season 5-0 with some big wins over teams like Wisconsin and Auburn. They showed a lot of promise early and possessed a number 4 ranking. All this just to finish the season at 7-6 and losing to Arkansas badly in the Outback Bowl. Wow. That's not going to sit well. Not much is expected of this team, really, this season. They have a very difficult schedule for sure. And one thing they did was bring in Manny Diaz as their defensive coordinator. Now, guys, he's a little controversial. Whether you like him or not, report. God bless you. Say it's true. Whether or not you like him, guys, report to that. He has brought a new age to Nittany Lions football defensively, and he's going to bring them back to their former glory. I'll tell you that. Purdue finished last season with a 9-4 record, a big win over Tennessee in the bowl season. Quarterback Aiden O'Connell had a big year last year. However, he lost his top 3 wideouts. The Boilermakers also had to fill some very large gaps left by other major departed players at key positions. They really did. The reports show that this defense is going to be better. They returned 8 of their top 12 tacklers, but I'm going to tell you, until they get on the field, and they start tackling people. I've seen Manny Diaz's defense. I've seen some film on them. This team looks like they're a lot better, I'll tell you that. All right, I'm going to go on a limb here tonight, sports because I feel that Penn State must come out and make a statement to kick off the campaign. Nobody really knows what to expect and how good their defense is. All right, I'm not. A lot of us saw that. God bless you. A lot of us saw that. Saw the tape on them. They're looking good. They're looking strong. They're a lot more confident this season under Manny Diaz. I'll tell you that. They need to set the pace and give this team a sense of self-worth. The line is currently 3.5. I would prefer a 3, but I do feel the Nittany Lions get this done, cover the spread. After all, they're known for quick starts. 9-2 ATS the last 11 games played in the month of September, and 3-1 ATS the last 4 meetings in this series. I'm going to take Penn State here. I'm going out on a limb. Free play week 1. Awesome. All right. Let's bring back this good-looking cast. We're going to run down our free plays, and we got a couple of other announcements for you guys.
Yeah.
We got a lot more comments, though.
We got a few more.
Got more comments. One says, "Prove that you're not wearing pants." Oh, come on, dude. We've got some great guys now, guys. I want to tell you, everybody loves Dan. Everybody loves Dan. JM. Everybody's loving Nick, and everybody. JR.
You're his idol.
He said I'm his idol. Hi, JR. That's so
you gotta
sweet.
put that up. That's adorable.
Wait a minute. Here's the guy. I'm gonna hire this guy to be my new my publicist. JR, thank you for your kind words. We really appreciate you very, very much. We appreciate everybody that tuned in today. I'll tell you how much we appreciate you. We've got some great customer appreciation discounts. Dionne's going to tell you about it. We're going to bring everybody back on in a second, too, to run down their free plays. I'm so excited today. 2 pots of coffee. I was so excited. Guys, JR said this show is dope. We love you, Jen. Look at this. We got some great people. We have the best fans in the world, guys, the best viewers. So thank you all to everybody who tuned in today. Let's go with some
discounts today.
Some discounts.
We have just the one amazing discount going on right now for anybody that's on the First Family Show this whole week. 7-day all access for just $59. That is the same as a 3-day package. So make sure you head on over to the site and take advantage of that. All you have to do is use code FORECAST7 upon checkout.
Stop wearing pants.
You are throwing me off today.
I'm really wearing pants, guys. Okay,
good. That's good.
Everybody's laughing, guys. You have any more?
Just the one today.
That's it.
Yeah, we're keeping
one
it
is
nice
enough. One
keeping
is enough.
It nice and sweet today. With
just like me, very sweet, very short. Guys, let's run down the free plays real quick so everybody knows what we got really in order. Let's go to Dionne and D'Amico, the first lady of Las Vegas. Dionne, what do you have for everybody today?
I am going with Pitt minus 7.5, but I prefer the 7. So if you can, take the 7.
The new kid on the block, JM Sports. What do you have for everyone?
Give me Baltimore on the run line today over Cleveland.
That handsome guy, Nick Parsons. What did you have for everyone?
Hawaii at home in a bounce-back situation with all those points.
The knowledgeable Dan Kaiser. What did you have for everyone, buddy?
Well, first, I'm not sure you should be mentioning being short and not wearing pants in the same sentence. But
he sat on that joke, guys. I'm proud of you, Dan. I am damn proud of you.
So I've got North Carolina, Appalachian State over the 55.5.
You got me, Dan. Thank you. I appreciate it. You got me. You got me at a loss for words. That doesn't happen often.
What about you today?
And your sexy and savory host at Penn State tonight, minus 3.5. Guys, the best collection of cappers anywhere on the planet are at Sports Memo. We want you to subscribe. We'll tell you about that again in a second. But go to the Sports Memo Twitter page. We have the best collection of cappers, and we each post tons of free content. You get odds, you get updates, you get futures, you get great columns. Many of the cappers put up columns. You could get them absolutely free, so follow them. Dionne, I know that they should be also following all of our cappers.
They absolutely should. So make sure you follow all of the amazing guests on our show. Over on Twitter, you can find Jeff over at JM Sports CLE. You can find Nick Parsons over at the Insiders Room, Dan Kaiser over at Dan Kaiser Sports. You can find myself over at the First Lady of Vegas and Joe over at Joe D'Amico Wins. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow to the Family Affair as we make history with Jeff Michaels and Ralph Michaels. And be sure to tune in later today for the college football show that is kicking off for the first one of the season, because we are excited, and it's going to be myself, Joey, Dr. Chuck, and Kevin Thomas, so you do not want to miss out on that. And on behalf of Jeff, Nick, Dan, and us, this is the First Family of Vegas.
Everyone, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss any of our content. And it's time to go.
It is time to sign off.
So, guys, everybody out there, thank you for tuning in, and good luck, and have a winning day.